Now let's get it started. Let's get it started.
Play ball!
Okay, let's talk about Chelsea. Chelsea unveiled Joao Pedro yesterday as their new signings. Looking at that deal, Chelsea in the past 3 seasons has spent 263 million pounds to buy Brighton's players. They bought Caicedo for 115 million pounds. They bought Sanchez, their goalkeeper, for 25 million pounds. Bought Cucurella for 63 million pounds. Now they have bought Pedro for 60 million pounds minus their coach they brought in.
Yes.
So if you combine these things, you are talking about spending over 270 million pounds just to buy Brighton players in the past 3 seasons. How much Chelsea they spend money?
Let me say, as Chelsea they sign from Brighton, Arsenal they sign from Chelsea. They rotate, yeah. Now one. It's so more no go there, but they spend big because now they are going in to spend about 60 million again. They spent 60 million again for a player you don't know his position is going to excel well. Is he coming to play as well? Now, is a question you don't know where he will excel well. Are you coming to play? Are you coming to play as a 9? Are you coming to play as a 10? Or are you coming to play from the flank?
If you look at him at Brighton last season, he was playing as a 9.
He was playing as a 9 because let's be honest. Let's be honest. In Brighton, there was a Mitoma, Jakub Mente on the flanks. Yeah. Now, people you have in the middle were Joao Pedro and Danny Welbeck.
Which is sometimes he plays as a striker.
Now that's why I say people you have in the middle is Mitoma and Danny Welbeck. So where is he coming to play at Chelsea? Sometimes you see him go to the flanks to help Mitoma out.
He does.
Yes. So where does he come to play in Chelsea? Because we don't know.
But also forget last season. We don't know. Mitoma was out and in.
Yes.
So Joao Pedro majorly play from that wing.
From that flank.
Now the problem you're right now. So because in Chelsea right now, you have Neto from the right, who cannot be touched.
Yes.
From the right.
So from the right side, who did themselves for Chelsea?
Madueke. No, from that same right, you have Madueke.
Yes.
Noni Madueke.
Yes.
Up front, in the middle, we
They have 2 strikers, Jackson and
Jackson. Now from the left, we have makeshifts as well.
We have makeshift as
well because Christopher
Christopher
Nkunku came from that same position from Leipzig or from Germany. He was played on the left and as a striker.
I think.
Now look at it now. Jackson
from the left.
Jackson,
they will switch it now. Neto will now go to the right because he's left-footed. Pedro will now play from this side because he's right-footed.
Now look at it now. Before Jackson came into Chelsea, he played the same role from the left from Villarreal.
Yes.
He played the same role from the flank and he was
converted into their senior striker, right? Like it or not.
Thank you.
That's what I'm asking now. Where would this guy
from
come
the right?
From the left?
Why I want to just say
Pedro now go back.
No, I think Pedro will play from the right because even if you look at this preseason, this Club World Cup,
he's always
they move Palmer to the left for Neto to play from that right.
Yes.
So now Neto will stay on that right. That obvious.
That's the right side.
Everybody
you cut it from his left foot.
Yeah, everybody has been moved. Even Palmer has to be moved to the left so that Neto can play from that right. So the problem with Chelsea now is from that left side of the midfield. That's the
Pedro can play there.
Pedro can have to play there.
What I'm saying is this, right? Sometimes when you judge where a player should play based on where he's playing at a certain club, you also need to understand that sometimes those positioning is based on the need at the club per time. Pedro is going to play in that wing and he's going to be excellent from the wing. They are not signing him to come and play in the center.
You don't spend 60 million to come and play on the bench too.
Chelsea can do it. And Man City. Chelsea and Man City can do those 2 things. 100 million. I can't tell Man City now.
100 million
they bench. Stones they bench.
What are you saying?
It's Chelsea. Man City can have 700 million on the bench. They don't care. Chelsea can do the same thing because they have too much money to waste. Yeah. So I think Pedro, you're right. We play from that right hand side. But that's he's going to cut left hand side. He's going to cut it. Neto will shift. They have either Dilap or Jackson there because Chelsea has a very solid midfield with too many players there to choose from. But 60 million cannot be on the bench, but we don't know. Nobody can tell. But I think he's coming to start. He can solve the problem for Chelsea now because he can score. He's skillful, he's strong, and he can
and he's Premier League tested.
So Pedro from the left, Neto from the right. The question is that Madueke will be on the bench. Then
normally now
Estavo that is coming in will be on the bench too because that boy had the high.
Estavo will play in either wing.
Nobody's even talking about it.
They will agree.
Sporting
Yeah, they will agree on what to do because, like you said, top teams have a lot of games to play.
No, Esugo, I think Esugo is a wing back now. He's a midfielder now.
He's a midfielder. That's what I'm saying now. There's too many players because Palmer, Caicedo and the
and let's not forget this guy went on loan.
Enzo.
Let's not forget Ugochukwu is on loan at Southampton.
He's not coming back. He's remaining where he is.
You get
so that means you're saying it's possible. This Madueke news is flying up and down.
It might work.
It's my work. I fear because look at the kind of players coming in. Madueke now sees that Pedro has gone far. The two Pedro Neto, Joao Pedro, Pedro are now here. Saka is already settled out. What will I do? So he might want to leave because he might not see someone playing on the bench. But if you come, even if you go to the Arsenal side, na bench you go still there because you not start. But he might have to play. He will play more because he might want to be resting a lot of players in Arsenal. So it's a dicey situation for me. I think, like you said, I agree with you. Pedro will play from the wing for Chelsea. He will be a starter.
If it be, it's true because you can't buy a 60 million pounds and put him on the bench. He has to start, at least give him time to adapt
and go through all the stress of bringing the club World Cup.
Yes, and he's going to join them in this club World Cup and play the knockout stage from the quarterfinal, so that they can test him out. So it's going to be interesting what Maresca is going to do. But in Chelsea, they still have a B squad. Like we were talking about Insugo that they brought him from Sporting Lisbon. They brought him last year. They brought him last year and left him on loan. Now he's joined. He has just played almost, I think, 20 minutes in this club. He has not even played any other game. You have Andre Santos, that is good, that at some point captain Strasbourg.
Yes.
In the team, he has not even played. How so many players that is coming in back from no? What would you think Maresca would do? Last season he had to freeze out so almost half of his team, including Chalobah.
Yes.
And even have to force Chalobah, and suddenly he loves Chalobah again. He has to bring him back because of all their defensive issues. Now, do you think he's going to do that again with Chelsea this season? Because they have a big squad. Joao Felix is still there. Sterling is coming back. Ugochukwu is coming back. A whole lot of players are coming back. Estabo is going to join the team. Players are going to be looking for game time. And number two, remember these players they signed, they give them 7 years contract. I don't even know why they give them 7 years contract.
Pedro is on a 7-year contract.
So if we're going to see what Maresca is going to do when all these players come back after the club World Cup, all these players will join them. I know some of the players will leave, like Chilwell will have to leave. Sterling obviously going to leave. Some of these players will leave.
All the players that did not go to the World Cup,
they are going to leave
Disaster
is going to leave Chelsea. A whole lot of players going to leave Chelsea. But Chelsea has signed Joao Pedro for £60 million from Brighton. Let's see if it's going to work out for them. If it's enough for Chelsea to challenge that title, I just think that they are spending a whole lot of money, but their squad is not a world-class squad. I can't explain it.
They are spending a lot of money on potential, not ready available talent right now.
And the same thing Enrique do for PSG now.
Well, let's see what happens with
a lot of potential.
How many years did they come to work?
Now Enrique be that. Okay. And Enrique be that. This one has seen.
Maresca and Enrique no be the same.
No, we're just saying.
That's what I wanted to say now.
No, we're just saying.
Don't forget the capacity of
the manager.
You see, it's like I say now. You see, don't argue it tomorrow morning. You see people like Pep. You see people like Mourinho. They can buy 100 million and put you on the bench. They will tell you, you are playing for me. Anytime I make you play, now you will play, and they will know the player will be fine. That I have this coach with me and I will succeed.
It's not,
but the likes of Chelsea coach are still coming up. They are still growing. That's why it's still growing. That's why you can also see. Be wondering why don't they have big squad? Big squad. Everybody are putting them on the bench. They cannot try it because you don't have the capacity yet. Because when you start winning a lot of trophies, players believe in you.
Yes.
That even if they come and play, like you said now, 30% of the games in the season, they can still win a medal, and they are happy. Until you get to that level, then you won't try it. So now, if Enrique tells you come to PSG, I might not give you certain bet, but you will play. You will go now. The guy just won the one Champions League. You will go fight again. So it's a simple mathematics. IPT Chelsea players. To me, if you call me now, say go for Chelsea, I know they go.
And again, what you look at is, I think somebody was saying it the other day, it's not about you buying players. You can buy a whole lot of 1 million players. Yes. It's about using them.
Exactly.
If you cannot coach a team, you buy plenty players, you have a problem. I think for Maresca now, that's the headache he's having.
Yeah, big one.
Last season, he said the same thing about the headache.
The problem with Maresca is that he's not really 100% involved with transfers.
Yes,
they buy and give him. That's the problem.
As they buy and give you, experiment with them.
So that's the
problem. Carabao Cup.
Too many.
Experiment with a different team in Carabao Cup and FA Cup first 3 rounds.